Well, off we go on a 5-day trip to fish for some trout, do some overland camping with the rigs. You'll be very impressed with my buddy's rig. I'm jealous. But that being said, we're very well equipped. We're very ready to go. Low chance of rain today, but fingers crossed that's not the case. But we've had enough rain already. We don't need any more. So about 380 Ks to go today, and then zigzag through the bush on the way back, and just find spots as we go and fish every lake we can. So updates to come, and this is part one. So we just got fuel and coffee, headed up the road about 20 from our fuel stop, and my buddy's dog had to use the washroom, so we pulled over at a rest stop. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Well, hopefully he does. Oh yeah, and we have success. I'm glad I didn't bring my dogs on this trip. I love my dogs, but I'm looking forward to having solo time in the kayak. Brian did not bring a boat, and yeah, so when I get back from this trip, I'm just going to load up and go out the other direction, but I am going to bring probably my John boat, so I can bring my big dogs and they'll be with me for a few days. So I got 3 weeks off. Fingers crossed I can get 90% of that in the bush. If I'm not in the bush, I'll be shooting. Here comes my buddy Brian with his overland rig and off-grid trailer, so we'll see how he does. The Tundra had no problem getting up this. It is deceivingly steep, a lot steeper than it looks, but he won't have a problem. It's his baby, so. Why is it when you're filming, that's when the horseflies get you? Straight up. Straight up. Just crawl. There's the only rock you're gonna hit right there, and oh, the trailer's taking it like a beast. Didn't even spin a tire. He might have spilt his chips though. Wicked trailer. Just did supper. Smoky mesquite chicken wings, about 2 pounds of them, with a garlic Caesar type dipping sauce for the wings. Phenomenal. Had a nice big bottle of water. Might make a coffee. I just put a target out at approximately 100 yards. I'll let you know in a minute with the laser. I'm on my way back, and the hydro company left all this mulch. Now, to me, it looks like moose. I don't know what dug that up right there. I have no clue, or there, but it'll be interesting to see if we see some moose tonight. Fingers crossed we do. Got to the spot a little later, but we took our time. We took our time getting here, and stopped many times along the way, and we got to the spot we wanted to get to, and it's underwater. Beaver Dam underwater. Actually, all the lakes are really low back here. I'm trying not to trip. They're all really low back here. but there is a beaver dam over the trail to the original campsite. So we're on a power line. Funny thing about this power line, when I first came here, was like early 90s, mid 90s. I was working in this area and the power line was in. And then we came back a couple years later just to camp and fish up here because the trout are awesome. And this pole line was gone, poles, power, everything. And now we're back and the power lines are back in. So I don't know. Got to keep jobs going, right? But anyways, we're on that. Brian's rig did a very good job. He's all happy. He's a little protective of his baby, but I would too. I'm not too stressed about my Red Baron, the Beast Tundra. But no, it's good. It's good. Hopefully we don't need to do any recovery stuff. And fingers crossed we get some pictures of moose and or bears. And it's going to be a full moon tonight, so maybe some wolf howling. Oh, did I mention we brought some night vision too? It's going to be a good night. Actually, it's going to be a good trip. It's going to be neat. Till next time. Captain's log, July 21st, in the year of our Lord, or star date 2024, whatever the hell he says. I'm trying to enjoy my coffee, and these God's worst creation, the sandfly, is in it. Actually, this is the third one that's in it, and I just killed a bug on my face. Oh, man. Okay. Anyways, stop whining. Can't wait to get to the river, get some breakfast going, change into some lighter colored clothes. Oh, two more. I just pulled one out. Oh, wow. Must have coffee. Hatred will subside with coffee. Nope, last night was a good night. When I woke up about 25 minutes ago, half an hour ago, it was 7:30 in the morning. I kind of slept in, and it was 7 degrees. 7 degrees, 23 degrees when I got into bed, and 7 degrees when I got out. So that's kind of up and down and all over the place, but what can I say? It is what it is. The plan is to make some quick grub, pack up, lock up, and do the jaunt down to the river and spend some time there. And we're going to split up, and one of us is going to go upstream, one of us is going to go downstream. I'll probably go downstream to the deeper water, and then I might work my way upstream, see how that plays out. But yeah, fingers crossed for some natural trout, not stock trout. So this is going to be good. And then tonight's dinner is going to be, what am I doing tonight? I think I'm doing chops. Yeah, I'm doing pork chops. Pork chops. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, looking forward to it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. See that black dot right there? That's 317 yards, and that's a big old black bear eating some berries. And how do I know it was at 317 yards? My Vortex Furies. And there's my target at 101, and a bear at 317. I'm on my way to the creek. Just started my timer. My buddy, he's going to opt out to go down to the creek. His dog is not a very water savvy dog, and that's okay. I told him what time to worry about if I'm not back, so I'm going to take my time and fingers crossed get on some nice natural speckled trout. And at the lower set of falls, the odd time you catch monster pike. So it's weird. This location has 3 sets of falls. The top set has usually smaller trout in it. The middle section has slightly larger trout and the small trout, and then the bottom one either has big trout or pike. Because the pike are in there eating any of the smaller trout, I would assume that's the reason. I don't like to assume much, but all I know is the big pike cannot get up the lower set of falls. So everything above the lower set of falls is trout. But the biggest trout we've ever caught here has always been obviously at the lower set of falls. So the trail comes out right in the middle. So I don't know if I'm going to go upstream first or if I'm going to go downstream first and then all the way upstream. I'm not sure. I got all day. It's beautiful. It's one of those places that looks like time never touched it. It's never been touched by a forest fire. They're not allowed to log anywhere close to it. So yeah, works out good. I'm going to be very on the bear watch because we've already seen one this morning. So yesterday on the way down there was some very fresh blueberry filled bear scat, and I saw a spot where a bear decided to chew up a stump of a tree looking for ants. I'm guessing ants or grubs or something. They'll eat just about anything when you're hungry. So yeah, what am I wearing? Hills People Gear runner's pack with a admin pouch, so that's keeping my ID, my fishing license, and it's keeping, it'll keep this phone safe when I'm in the water. And then on my back, I've got a old Tag recce pack, kind of sort of, I think they were designed to be a single use. They're very flimsily made, meant to like hold like claymore mines and stuff like that. So it was kind of a use once and dump item. But for this light pack, I've been using it for a couple of years now, just in and out of the kayak. Whenever I'm not running my Eberly stock, the Bandit's my go-to comfort bag. But this one here's got no frame, no nothing, no padding. Very, very minimalistic. Oh, look at. That's fresh from last night. Moose tracks. Oh, maybe I'll run into bullwinkle. Anyways, here I go, and pictures from the river, and hopefully there's some pictures of fish. Well, the age-old questions. I guess the answer is yes. Bears do it in the woods. Made it. We're here. The big waterfalls is just around that corner. Our old campsite is up there. You can't get to it anymore. Well, you can, but you have to walk to it. I'm going to try this little pool here first, and then I'm going to cross to that side because it's easier traveling on the other side. So I'm about to get wet, so wish me luck. I've caught 3 pike in the lower set of falls, none of them really big, surprisingly. I'll let go, but I've been playing cat and mouse with one nice size speck that I lost in the water, and he's been playing with me ever since. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of break. I'm gonna change to lighter tackle, like really light hook, and I'm gonna try a drift into his area. He's still in the same spot under this tree, and he's jumping up and coming out of the water, and he does chase on every time. So I know it's the same guy. I lost him in the water, and I'm just gonna wait it out, change up lines, and then I'm gonna go upstream. I have been waist deep in water so far, and it feels very, very, very good. Oh, one interesting thing here I saw on the shore while I'm changing lures is, I'm gonna guess that's a mayfly or a dragonfly wing. I can see through it. You can't, but I can. Oh, there you go. You can see through it too. Pretty nifty. I don't know why they're here. There's like 2 sets of black ones and a set of clear ones, but no bodies, so who knows. Trout to come. Tactic worked. Switched up the lure, and yeah, there's a nice natural trout. Nature always provides more than just mosquitoes. It also gave me blueberries and a couple of nice trouts. Now I know what my buddy the bear was doing. Oh well, I haven't seen him yet here. Hopefully I don't. But I got 2 nice, well, one really nice trout and one perfect pan size, and that's going to be lunch as soon as I get back to the camp. But I got to keep picking berries because berries are good. Coming live from Stardate 22/20/24 July. Well, we nicknamed this little campsite Sandfly Hill for very good reasons. They're everywhere, but it is coffee time. It is about 9 degrees. Getting through it, and the greatest invention since gunpowder. This thing rocks, man. Oh, got one. But yeah, that thing's awesome. There's something about great joy about zapping bugs. Who would have thought it? More come.
I thought you said easy rock.
Yeah.
Aim for rock. Okay, no cool. This one. Sweet. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Well, I'm out here on a lake that I don't know the name of. First time I've been in the boat on this trip. and apparently this lake is really big just around the corner. I just caught a monster smallmouth. First cast dragged me back to shore because I wasn't even ready with the net. I was just messing around with colors. And I think I picked the right one, and right after I caught a really small hammer handle pike. So let's see what the big lake has and look for some structure and catch some fish. Tonight's dinner: pork chops and mashed potatoes from last Christmas that were vacuum sealed with a little extra butter, seasoning and all that good stuff, with a view like that. Gonna let this hit bottom and I'm gonna go for a swim. Yesterday I actually didn't eat supper because I ate the trout at 4 o'clock and I was full. Mosquitoes. Well, today is the 23rd. One more sleep to go. Actually, yeah. I think so. Yeah, anyways. Plan is to be home on the 25th. So today's the 23rd. So we're going to sleep on the 23rd and the 24th. Be home on the 25th. Yeah. Looks like we got a little bit of rain coming. That doesn't mean anything. That just means the trucks are going to get washed off because they are covered in dust. Coffee time. Thank you, Vortex Optics, for everything you do for me. And this place is just awesome. Definitely on the come back to list. One thing is this campsite we named Mosquito Trail. There was no sandflies, very little horse flies or deer flies, but an awful lot of mosquitoes. This little rock here had nothing at all. We sat out here last night until 9 o'clock. Local was here fishing, caught a whole bunch of bass. I usually don't keep smallmouth, but apparently the smallmouth here are clean, so maybe I should have, but who knows? Look at that face. Bruno. Buddy, hey. Oh, you big goober. He's gonna goober my coffee. But anyways, we're gonna pack up and we're gonna move to just the next road that we're gonna take. We're gonna use the GPS, plot our route. Oh, I'm gonna get goobed on. Plot our route, and then we're gonna do breakfast there before we head out. So we're gonna get off of this dusty road now, and then get to the start of our next waypoint. That's the sound of heaven. All right, well, on the road, something interesting just coming up to the top of the hill here. So this was 3 years ago, I believe, when a forest fire went through here. And yeah, there it is. I think they got lucky and it actually, the wind changed and it went back on itself and it put itself out, or it would have just kept going. All these standing dead trees, kind of looks like it's been blasted. And from what I understood is it was actually an accident by the logging company that started the fire with a piece of heavy equipment. The local villages around here were all on evacuation notice. So yeah, there it is. Last night there was zero condensation in my tent, or my rooftop tent. The temperature didn't get into the single digits. It stayed around 10 to 13 degrees inside. And right now it's almost 9 o'clock and we're at 15. So there we go. Overcast day, but we're gonna map out, well, actually Brian's ahead of me, so, and once I catch up to him, we're gonna map out our voyage and our next trip, or next location, I should say. Oh, last night I didn't see it, but Brian did. We had a bear about 100 yards from our camp, just crossing the road, minding his own business. So 3 nights, 3 bears, but no moose yet. Lots of moose sign, but we haven't seen any moose. Usually we see lots of moose back here. Well, I do. He's never been here before. But yeah, isn't that not pretty? So here we got Brian's rig, pro rig. There's Brian. There was the off-grid trailer Expedition 3.0 and Bruno. It's got everything and then some. We're in an awesome spot here, just up in Brecky. And then we got my rig. Totally amateur, dents and all, my yak, rooftop tent, homemade drawer system. Trying to keep my plate out of here for all you weirdos. Rooftop tent. Got to rep the brand Kayak. That's who I work for. Yeah, the beast. Rolling on 35s. We did bring 60 liters of spare fuel, but I've got 40 liters left and I'm currently sitting full, so that's good. And now we're going to start zigzagging our way home. So, gonna get out and do a little bit of thermal and night vision ATV driving. I think we're just waiting for it to get a little bit darker and then have some fun. Might even do some night vision boat driving. Why not? I've never done that before. Sounds like fun. Trip update. We're now on the 26th. I jumped ahead a couple of days because we had a mechanical problem with Brian's trailer, and we came back to my place and then we resupplied, got the trailer sorted, and then now we're out for, well, today is Friday, but we were out all day yesterday. You'll see pictures from that before this. So we're Friday morning of the 26th, and I'm going to be staying here 26, 27, 28, 29. Brian's going to stay here until tomorrow. But I always thought coffee was what wakes you up the best, and forgive me for being graphic, but you know what really wakes you up first thing in the morning? Look at the swelling on that sucker. Giving yourself the shinning. Nothing's broke. It happened when I got out of bed this morning. I got out of my rooftop tent and turned around sideways and slipped, and I may or may not have taken the Lord's name in vain a few times and dropped a couple of F-bombs, but I didn't wake Brian up, so that's good. I did some night vision driving with the ATV last night, which was crazy cool. And then tonight it's going to be the boat with night vision, so that's going to be really awesome. Last night, right after we got in bed, on the far side of the lake, there was a moose walking through the water. It had to be a moose. That's the only thing I can think of in this area that would be walking in the water. And then about 2 hours after that, Bowie alerted me to something that was by the campsite, but I think it might have been the same moose. I don't think it was a bear. It was pretty thump through the bush. So yeah, so our location right now is we're just on the edge of Algonquin Park. There's our setups there. There's a fire pit. There's the bike. Oh yeah, I did pick up my boat and my bike, obviously, and that's our spot. A lot of mud getting in here, so that was fun. But it is now coffee time. Tonight's dinner, nice full rack of ribs. Woohoo! This looks good. We'll keep an eye on this. I'm going to go as low as I possibly can, and it's going to be good. From Iray. So let's look at some of this fun stuff. So we got the classic jumper bumper with a PVS 14, and then we got the Jerry B Fusion, so with a thermal overlay. So that's white phosphorus and a thermal, and you can run them all at the same time. Again, bumper jump, and this is a ballistic lid too. So we're gonna do some boat driving tonight. I did that last night with the ATV. I might do the boat with both and see how it plays out. But as you can see, we kind of need to wait until it gets a little bit on the darker side. But it'll be fun, and that's what fun's all about. And special thanks to our friends at Op4 Night Solutions for propping me up with the PVS 14. Hey everyone, so today is the 27th, so I'm going to stay in this location tonight, tomorrow night, Monday and Tuesday. Fingers crossed the weather is good, and then I'm going to head back home, do a quick resupply, top up, and head west for a couple of days, probably solo. I do have Bowie and Luna with me. Last night was an interesting night. In a distance, we heard, well, I heard wolves howling, but just really quick. And then ever since we've been in this site, my dogs have been interested in an area just to the south of me. And then last night, for about an hour, I had a red fox doing its noise. So there's a fox den over there. Both of my dogs are sunbathing. Well, one's in the shade, the other's in the sun. Very pooped, and yeah. But yeah, so there's the setup there, my red party lights and the red Baron. And yesterday was really interesting because I did some boat driving under Fusion night vision. So white phosphorus and thermal overlay. So on the way out, I used thermal. Thermal was hard to drive with, drive the boat with. It was just after sundown, and maybe I could have messed with the settings, but not my headset to mess with. And interesting. If a mosquito has fresh blood in it, you can see the mosquito flying through thermal, so that's pretty nifty. On the way back, I switched to the hybrid, so thermal and night vision. The only thing is when you're driving the boat, it's a little choppy, so I went to night vision only and drove in blackout and did a couple of loops around the lake. and it was very, very natural. I've driven vehicles before with night vision, but never a boat. And let me say, it's very easy to do, and it's just like daylight on the lake. It's phenomenal. Those tubes are amazing. So hopefully we'll get more still pictures of that. Brian, when he left, he got to do a little bit of mud holing to get out, and he's no problems whatsoever, so he's well on his way. And he had a good time. Bugs bugged him a little bit more than they bugged me. Weird. I'm gonna guess it's a blood type thing, but the mosquitoes hammered him, but the no-see-ums or sandflies or whatever the heck you want to call them, they hammer me, and the mosquitoes don't bug me that much. So I don't know. That's weird. But yeah, that's an update for today. I am gonna go fishing, but it is kind of windy, so I'm in my hammock, staring up at the trees, and life doesn't get much better than this. So more to come from the water, and thanks. There's Bowie, and Bowie is staring at that guy. Bowie is deaf. He cannot hear me anymore. Bowie, he cannot hear me anymore. It's sad, but his eyesight's good, and he just had a checkup at the vet, and all is good. So age catches up to all of us. But his eyesight's still good. Yeah, he's looking at me like, do it. He knows how to catch them. He's just got to get them to hit the ground, and then he's got them. Well, last night was an interesting night. Got out. Actually, the dogs wanted in bed. They were tuckered out, so the dogs were in bed at like 8:30. I went to bed at like 9:30. Slept really good. I think I got too much sun the day before. I kind of had like no energy, but pretty good today. Obviously, coffee helps. But believe it or not, the big black knucklehead Bowie, even though he's deaf, he saw a fox that came into our campsite last night through the rooftop tent screen, and alerted me. He wanted to go visit. Now, the weird thing is my friend Jerry, who passed away early this year, loved foxes. We predator hunted together, and our rule was no foxes. And ever since he's been gone, I've been having foxes come to me, and that's weird. Some people say it's good luck, some say it's bad luck. But yeah, other interesting fact, that big black dog there, he can swim underwater. Well, I don't know if he can anymore, but he used to be able to swim underwater. Luna, well, Luna's just Luna. She just likes to chew sticks and make kindling for me. Let's see if we can get a largemouth on, and it's a good thing I put on the sun slayer gear, because I am going to get hammered with sun. So I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe an hour on the water, and then go make some breakfast, and then I'm going to ATV to another lake and wade into the water and try that lake too. Wish me luck, and hopefully we get one on video. Sometimes you just gotta put on your water shoes and your water pants and wade out in the water to see what's out here. So this lake is on, actually there's no motor allowed on this lake, so I didn't bring my kayak, so I'm SOL. But I can walk in and see what's out here. I know this lake does have largemouth in it, and it should, I believe, have walleye, but I'm not gonna catch any walleye, I don't think. But let's see what I can do. Let's test the water. Woo! It's swampy down here. First cast, no joy. Let's try over here. We'll go tip up just in case there's sticks out here. And fish on. I don't want them to go near the sticks. Oh, a little largemouth, I think. Oh, got him off. Come on. Net at the ready, and second cast largemouth. I think there's one in here a little on the bigger side. Sometimes wading in the water is worth it. Nice clean largemouth. Not a speck on them. Looks good. No grubs. Going back. Fun to catch though. This guy fought. Off he goes. Well, today's the 30th. I didn't do much of anything yesterday. When I was wading through the water on the 27th, it would have been, I think. I don't know. Today's the 30th. 28th, when I was wading through the water, I broke my toe. My big toe. I slipped on a rock when I said I went swimming. Now, for those that don't know or do know, I can't feel my right foot. So ever since the brain surgery, I haven't been able to feel my right foot touching the ground. So it didn't bug me too much at the time until I took my water shoe off and my foot blew up and I couldn't walk. Well, I could walk, but uncomfortably. So I am limping my way. So my good leg's got the shinning and my right leg, or my dead foot's got the broken toe. So today fishing, I did get out. I just did get the radio to do a update. So they're calling for rain tonight, but I'm gonna stay tonight for sure and head home tomorrow. I just might get the boat pulled up using the ATV, obviously. Get the boat pulled up and put on the trailer and make my way out. Yeah, so other than that, that's about it. That's all. I'm just checking out a spot I've never been to before in this area, but there is a pretty big game trail by the looks of it. So yeah, kind of interesting. The game trail that heads down there, and there's water over there and behind me. I actually did sleep good last night. I don't know why I got the bags under my eyes. Maybe it's only one coffee. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Anyways, that's where I'm at today, and I think I'm gonna go make some breakfast and then go fishing. Yeah. So here goes some pictures. Well, I say well a lot. Anyways, that's a wrap for this 9-day run. I'm gonna go home, resupply, top up, and then I'm gonna head west to my old stomping grounds where I grew up, and see what kind of, what kind of mischief I can get in. You will see last night we actually did catch a walleye. So the lake used to never have walleye in it. And if you hear that binging, Fatty's setting off the seatbelt alarm. But yeah, so we did catch one walleye, very healthy looking. You'll see it, not a monster, but back in the water. And yeah, that was good. Food was good. Last night was kebabs, and the night before was like pork chops and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go more on the beef side this time when I go west. I kind of porked out, except for bacon. I'm gonna have bacon every morning. So off I go, and soon I'll be on an actual forest access road. I'm on an access road now, but I'll be on the actual forest access road shortly. Hope you enjoy, and cheers.